Proper number 12. Irish whiskey.
Derek.
What's up?
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. So, big fight. The one that we thought was going to happen last month. You had to wait a little longer than expected. Jared, I know he's been the target for a while. How are you feeling coming into this one?
Feeling good. Kind of weirdly good. No injuries, no bangs, no bruises. So, yeah, I feel real good.
I see you looking down at that shirt there. Can you explain that a little bit?
I'm actually looking at my phone. I'm playing a game, making sure, I'm still winning. But, this is my shirt. I stand up against domestic abuse, so if anybody, I want to make people feel uncomfortable if they engage in those type of activities.
Has that always been like kind of a cause that's been something that you've been interested in, kind of raising some more awareness for?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm that type of guy. I don't like people who beat up women, or guys who beat up women. So yeah, I definitely stand up against it.
Got to respect that. And, I guess this fight, now that you've had some time to study Jared, the extra month, I guess, why was the fight moved, by the way? Why was it shoved back a month?
I think they wanted backup for the title fight, so I didn't really, normally I would care sometimes, but I got to spend like 10 more days at home with the family, so I wasn't arguing too much, and I got to eat some like macaroni and extra food around the holidays.
Has one of you been designated as the backup fighter?
Nah, nobody haven't told me anything, but I figured I would have been like first up, but I was just focused on my fight at hand because I figured the fight would go through, both fights would go through, so that's how I've been training.
And can you just break down Jared a little bit, what you've seen studying him over the last few months and what kind of you expect from him?
He's just a guy, just another one of these fighters. He come out, try to win fights, tough guy, so I know what I do and I know I'm really good at what I do, so that's the object here.
Great, thanks.
Derek, is there someone in particular you're talking about when you mention the shirt?
No, nobody particular, everybody.
So what do you think about when you see other fighters and stuff get accused of this sort of shit and then they're allowed to still fight in the UFC? Do you think they should be cut or do you think they should be challenged in public or what do you think about that?
I think it's kind of weak, No, I don't want to say kind of, definitely weak, Like I said, when a guy that has physical strength over women and just beat up women, I think that's kind of weak, So, if a fighter engaged in those activities, for sure, they should be brought to light. But no, I'm not really I'm taking digs at everybody. Whoever, if the shoe fits, they have to wear it, so.
If you did get called up to step into the main event this weekend, is there a guy you'd rather fight? Would you rather get that rematch against Israel or would you be happy fighting Rob?
It don't matter, either or. Yeah.
What did you make of the Sean Strickland's performance last week? He's kind of thrown himself into the title mix with that victory, saying like he wants new blood on the next guy up.
I didn't watch it, so I wouldn't know. I just saw the results. I saw he won, but yeah, I didn't watch it.
Speaking of this fight specifically, I think a lot of people are surprised you weren't the co-main event, considering this is probably going to be a #1 contender fight. Are you happy though? There's a fight between you and the main event, so you can finish up all your media stuff in time to watch the title fight?
What you just said made perfect sense. So yeah, now that you put it like that, yeah, I guess I am. But yeah, it don't matter to me. I don't even know who's fighting on the card half of the time. I just train for my fight and that's it, So, and typically right before my fight, I don't watch fights. So I just kind of like stay in my little bubble. All the hard work is done. I've trained. I did what I was supposed to do. So I don't really watch too many fights like the week before mine. And when I'm coming to the fight, I might look at the card and see like the order and stuff like that. But I just focus on my fight.
You got Derek Lewis and Ty after you, so that fight might not be that long. Anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Good heavyweight fight there.
Speaking of Jared, I think when because he obviously started at heavyweight and he came down, he was putting a lot of people away at middleweight. Do you think that was just a product of him being just like freakishly strong compared to the middleweights, or do you think he is like a highly skilled martial artist in there?
No, I just think he caught some people. I know he fought David Branch and he was able to finish him. He definitely caught David Branch. If you're talking about skill for skill, David Branch is super skilled when it comes to BJJ. Solid wrestler, good boxing. Jared is a guy who's opportunistic. He's staying there. But I don't really put him as really great at any one thing. I think he's just a solid, tough guy.
Derek, how do you feel like you match up against Jared stylistically?
Oh, I feel I match up really well. He got to come out and fight the perfect fight. He got to have a little luck on his side and catch me, but just skill for skill, it's not even close.
This is your 20th UFC fight coming up here, and we've seen in a lot of other divisions some fighters, Glover Teixeira, Charles Oliveira, these guys that hung out always at the top, and all of a sudden they're champion. Have you drawn any inspiration, and do you think there's any parallels there, so to speak?
Yeah, I've been around for a while, Yeah, what those guys have done has been really cool to watch, especially Glover and getting a title at age like 42. And, Charles Oliveira, he's always been super talented right in the thick of the division. So, yeah, to see guys break through definitely been pretty inspiring.
What game do you have going on your phone?
Oh, it's called Spades. Probably nobody here know how to play Spades. Anybody? Nah. It's a hood game, I guess.
Derek, there's been talk about if Whitaker wins that there would be a trilogy.
Yeah.
If you win, and that is the case, would you be fine just sitting on the sidelines?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm going to sit and wait for a title fight after I win this fight, for sure. I've done everything I needed to do in this division, and, yeah, that's that.
If you win and Adesanya wins, this will be, I think, your 6th straight win since he beat you. He beat you before he was champ. Obviously, you were working your way towards the title in this division no matter what, but would it make you happier if it was him that you had to beat to finally win it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, honestly, I plan on fighting 2 more times. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm lucky and blessed to fight in the UFC 20 times, and I'm super smart. I got a good brain on my head, so I don't want to fight until I can't fight no more. So I'm in the best shape. I'm feeling good. So that's all I'm thinking about right now. Beating Cannonier, beating Izzy, and riding out. That's it.
Just off the back of that, so let's say, for example, things don't go your way. Would you still fight past 2 more times, or is it 2 more times and done no matter what?
2 more times. I spend a lot of time getting ready for these fights, away from my family and stuff, and I'm 38, so it's time to be I'm missing soccer games and stuff like that for my daughters and stuff like that. So that's more important to me than chasing money and stuff like that. I've been smart with my money, made enough money, so I have no excuses. I'm in really good shape. I feel really good. I'm motivated. I don't never plan on losing, but I just know that you can't do combat sports forever and end peacefully, whatever. And I feel like I got a super good brain. My head is good, no injuries, nothing. So I think that's the finish my goal, finish my task, complete the mission, get the title, and be peace, I'm out.
Have you got plans you set up for after fighting that you got?
Yeah, I got a lot of things going on. I got a lot of little businesses going on. So I do a little bit of real estate. I got a gym, fight promotion, manage a little bit of fighters. So yeah, I got a lot of things going on.
Cool.
Hi, Derek. How's it going? I just want to get your thoughts on Sean Strickland. I know you didn't catch his last fight, but what do you make of the media around him, all of his antics?
Sean Strickland is a weirdo. Yeah, slightly funny, I guess funny in this era if you think the stuff he say is funny, but definitely kind of cringy, super weird. I think I heard some of the stuff he said. I don't know if he's trying to get a lot of attention or whatever, but I don't think it's cool to just be a jerk or asshole, saying oh, I'll kill people and I wouldn't care. It's if you say, hey, if somebody harmed my family, I kill somebody, I wouldn't care. That's a bit different than saying I'll just kill a random person, I wouldn't care. So that's some just tasteless stuff, and I don't really think there's a place for it. And yeah, it's kind of annoying. I hope he changes ways for sure.
In the lead into this fight, Jared Cannonier said that your only way to beat him is your wrestling. What do you make of that statement?
Well, I guess his only way to win is to stop my wrestling. So, yeah, it can get real ugly real quick. He go to the ground with me, So, I know he's going to be focused on that. So that opens up the other parts of my game.
Derek, can I just ask who you think wins the headliner on Saturday night and how?
That's a good question. I think it's going to be a good fight. I think Whitaker will be able to make a few adjustments. I think it'll be a more competitive fight. I think he'll keep the pace slower and maybe look like Izzy Romero with a little bit more action.
Izzy said that Rob's improved striking's been overrated by the media. Do you agree, or do you think he's a completely different fighter now?
I don't know. I haven't been in his camp. I don't know what he's doing in his camp. But I wouldn't say there's any secret sauce or anything crazy. I would say that, he switched up a few things. I think he's going to be a little bit more patient. Like Whitaker's pretty aggressive, and he likes to leap in. So I think he'll be a little bit more patient this time, and it'll slow the fight down.
There are lots of ways to support our brave first responders. Drinking a rich and smooth proper Irish whiskey is one of them. For every bottle of proper number 12 we sell, a donation is made to first responders. Here's to the proper heroes. Shlánda.